Hi, my name is Brett Garamella, and today I'm going to give you 5 tips for making a good print photography portfolio. So the first thing I recommend is to have 30 to 50 images of your best work. Now, I think it's better to have fewer images if that's all you have at the moment. It's better to have fewer images and make them really good than have, 30 or 40 images where 4 or 5 or 10 of them aren't quite as good as the others. So you need to have nothing but the best of the best. All killer and no filler. Alright, so my second tip is to make sure that your portfolio is cohesive. So what do I mean by that? Well, as you go through the portfolio, it should be organized by subject or theme, by the color palette or color tone, and by the different lighting styles. So I would recommend trying to have 1 or 2 of those. So for example, I shoot people, so all my photographs are going to be people. But some of my color palette is a little more earthy tones and darker, and then others are much brighter, vibrant, and more evenly lit. So I'm going to put those photos towards one part of my portfolio and the other photos towards the other, so that you're going on a journey or on a ride as you flip through the portfolio. As the person is looking through your portfolio, it has to be an organized story. It can't be totally random from one picture to another. This will really confuse a person, and when they're looking through the work, they'll be like, oh, I get a good sense of the different style and the way you shoot, and it was really organized. That will leave a very organized and clear message for the person that looks at your portfolio, and they'll be much more likely to hire you for work. Alright, so my third tip is to make sure your monitor is calibrated. I can't emphasize this enough. If you don't have a monitor that is calibrated, when you go to print, all that time that you spent editing or in camera adjusting certain things, when you see that image and it's done on your computer screen and then you go to print, it's going to look totally different. So you don't want to have that, right? So most printers are calibrated or color calibrated and have correct luminosity and so forth. So make sure your computer monitor also is calibrated. I recommend X1, X-Rite i1 Pro. Alright, so you want your portfolio to be unique and stand out from the crowd. So one thing I recommend to easily do this is to put your logo on the cover of your portfolio. And what I did in my portfolio, I not only added my logo on the cover and having it engraved, but in the inside on the first page, I also added the logo, and I feel like this really enforces my brand and who I am and gets my name to really stick in that person's mind. Alright, so my fifth and final tip is to buy a printer and print the portfolio yourself. It's really expensive to have your photos printed, and it's much cheaper actually if you buy the photo paper and you buy the printer and print it yourself. You also have much more control when you print it yourself. You can customize all the settings and you can get it just the way you want, whereas you send it off to have it printed somewhere, it may not come out quite like you want. So I recommend printing it yourself. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you enjoyed it, please subscribe in the link below. And if you have a print portfolio, please share with us in a link below. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day.